Okay. Today's session is about the integration of SAP Business by Design with Microsoft Outlook, which will be presented by our SAP consultant, Priyanka Rajaput. Priyanka is a very competent colleague who has 2 years experience in CRM, SRM, PM as the SAP consultant. Please welcome her.
This is Priyanka Rajput from CSG Asia Pacific. Today I'm here to tell you about the topic SAP Business by Design and Microsoft Outlook integration. So I will start the session and I will first log into the system. Okay, so this is the demo system where I will show you that how we can have the synchronization with Outlook and Outlook 2 system. And this is my Outlook. Am I audible well now? Everyone can hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, before I start, I'll show you the agenda for today's session. So first, we will have the 10-minute prerequisites for SAP ByDesign and Microsoft Outlook integration. Prerequisite is nothing but the pre-activities before we can show you the session, the demo in the system. Then we will have the demo in the system in Microsoft Outlook. After that, we will have the takeaways, like what we learned from this session. That will be followed by the Q&A. Okay, so first I'll tell you the purpose of this session. So Microsoft Outlook integration allows you to exchange information between Outlook and the CRM application of your SAP Business by Design system. You can synchronize your contacts, emails, appointments, and tasks. There are additional functions for creating service requests in the system from incoming emails and for associating email, task, and appointment with SAP Business by Design account, campaign, and opportunities. Associated activities are treated as follow-up documents to these accounts and business transactions. So, as part of your daily work, you need to deal with various activities throughout the day. So they are like task, appointments, phone call, letter, faxes, or email. So basically, to ensure the productivity and efficiency, we need to use the Outlook integration with the SAP Business by Design. Now, to do anything, any system configuration, we should have some prerequisites. So before we can install and use the Microsoft Outlook integration functions, we must be granted authorization to the Account Management Work Center in the SAP ByD system. So where all the data relevant to Microsoft Outlook integration is maintained. So I'll show you that what all we need to do in the system, because this is something which you will require if you have to work on the integration part. So this is about the business configuration activities. And we should have following setting in business configuration. So this we have in the project scope. First of all, it is very, very important that we mark the Microsoft Outlook integration in the scoping itself. And then we should have the handling of business partners. The questions should be marked. Like, do you want to synchronize accounts and contacts in your solution to Microsoft Outlook? We have to review and put it in the scope. Then only we will have it it will be enabled for us to use this. Another one is about another question, which is about Microsoft integration for CRM. It will tell us that it will help us enable synchronization data between Microsoft Outlook and the CRM application of our solution. Then one more thing in the scoping is about service request management, which is the part of the customer care scoping element. So service request management business topic allows you to create and manage various types of customer inquiries. For example, product handling questions or product problems. The service request management business topic sets a process for resolving customer issues and provides the ability to track progress using follow-up documents such as service order or activities. So this is telling us that with the help of Outlook, we can also have the use of service request management, where we can just create it through Outlook, and then we can add the follow-up documents such as service order and activities. This demo I'll show you later in the system. Then there are the questions related to the same service request management. So do you want to create service requests automatically from incoming emails? Yes, it should be in the scope. Then only we will be able to synchronize it. Then we have you can create service requests from incoming emails. This also should be reviewed. Then we have another activity. Earlier was the scope for the business configuration, scoping and the questions mark. This is about the activity party role definition. So here we should also have the a Microsoft Outlook custom, where the responsibility should be there should be the responsibility role. Then this is about the employee work distribution rule. We can edit the rule associated with the selected work category. So whatever the company we are working for, we can just mention it here. Another part is about downloading the Outlook add-in. So that is available in the SAP ByD self-service overview in the My Computer. And there we have SAP add-in Microsoft Outlook. I can show you this one in the system directly. Like we will go to the self-service overview. And here in the My Computer, install additional software. Yes. So this add-in allows you to synchronize email appointment tasks with SAP ByD. You can also use to synchronize SAP ByD accounts and contacts with Microsoft Outlook. So when you download this, then you have this Outlook, and here it will come as SAP Business by Design, and you can log in or log. Like I already logged in, so it was showing me log off. But when you install it, it will show like this, log on. So here you can put the system URL. Then there is no certificate as such. Then the username and the password. So I already logged in. So the settings, the data is saved here. So I will just log on. Okay. Now we will just move to the synchronization, like how it works. So first we will try the synchronization of contact to the system. So we will go to the Outlook. So when you have the add-in with the SAP Business by Design, then you will have this SAP Business by Design. Let me just drag it to right. Accounts. Different things are there. Like which one will be this computer and which is with the by design. So different things are there. So now I'll show you that how a contact will be synced from here. Like I don't do anything in the system. I will do everything here in the Microsoft Outlook, and you will see that how it will sync to the system. Okay. So this is the one, the existing contacts. I will just click here, new contact. Like for example, I'll write a name Hanshin Cho, and the company name is, for example, Kia Motors. I'll also mention the address. Okay, it is here. Now I have created this contact, and now I can refer it to the one of the contact. Yeah. So this contact is already added. Now I will add the reference to an account, which is the customer. So I'll simply click on go. So the account IDs, all the list will come from the system. It will take a while. Yeah. So this is all the list we have in the system. So I'll take the Apollo here. Apollo is showing here. Okay. Okay. So this is the customer I'm choosing, for which I am creating a contact directly from the Outlook. I will add the reference and submit. Now, whenever you do anything in the synchronization for the Outlook to system or system to Outlook, it will show here. The synchronization is being done. It is in the process. And then there will be a little notification from the Outlook that, yeah, this is done successfully. It will take few seconds. Yes. Contact synchronized successfully with SAP Business by Design. This means that it is successfully done. And sometimes there are the errors which will show in the activity log here. Everything goes to your drafts whenever anything happen, any activity. So this is giving us the notification. Yes, this is all done. Now I'll show you that how it's going to reflect in the system. So we created Hanshin Cho for Apollo Hospital. I'll go to the customer master data. Here only we have the contacts also and accounts also. So I'll go to the accounts to show you that how the customer and that contact has been linked with each other. All accounts. I hope I'm well audible to everyone.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, now this is my customer where I add the reference. I'll go to edit and the contacts. Yes. You see that Hanshin Cho has been added. Okay, then this we have done about the contact and the account, the customer. Next, I'll show you that how we can synchronize the email activities from the Outlook to the system. Okay. For example, we have these emails right now, and I can choose any one of them, maybe this one. And here on this screen, we will just right click and go to the second last add email. Here we have the option to add to the reference. So we have the option to add it to the account and campaign. Other three are not available. So now I can add it to the account to show you that how it will show. I'll click on account. I'll take the same Apollo. And when it is done, it will go to the account management activities. And here in the email activities. So right now there is only these ones. Once it will be synchronized, it will show here. Okay, Outlook has given us the notification that it is successfully done. Now I'll see it here. Yeah. So here you see this one has created the email activity. Like for the particular account, Apollo Hospital, we have this activity which has been added for the email activity type. If I open it, then you can see that all the information was here. Whatever was here, it will be added there. In the notes, the mail body has gone there. In the subject came from here only. And to this email only, we also have the option to follow up, like lead, opportunity, sales code, everything we want, we can add it further. Yeah. Next is about synchronizing the appointments. That how we can add the calendar in the Outlook and how it will go to the system. Okay, so maybe I will take the calendar for Tuesday. And I'll write this Tuesday weekly call. We also have option to invite the attendees directly from here. I'll send it, and when I click here, when I right click on the, I just created an appointment in the Outlook calendar, and when I right click and there's an option of add appointment. Here I can refer it to the system, like I can add it to the customer, for which customer the meeting is. I'll add it to the same customer, Apollo Hospital, add reference, submit. Just give me a minute, I'll just come back, just a minute. All right, so now we can see that this has been successfully done. Okay, now I'll show you that where it will show in the system. Yes, so we have already opened the account management, and this is the appointment. So here in the all appointments, we can check. Okay, here it is. Tuesday weekly call for the Apollo Hospital. If I edit and open it to show you. Yes, here we can see that this ID, email ID in the attendees was the one I mentioned there, and all the details has come here. The contact, employee responsible, all has came from the customer master data. We can further follow up just like we did for the previous email activity. I mean, we have the example to do this. Okay, now let me show you if I can do any changes here. Tuesday weekly call for Apollo. I'll just save and close this and see if it comes to the ByDesign. Yeah. So now you can see that when I did the changes in the system, it has reflected to the Outlook also. Earlier it was just the Tuesday weekly call. When I added it to the for Apollo, it has reflected here. Okay.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
So you are now saying the synchronization between the ByDesign and the Outlook will
Yes.
be real-time basis.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Within few seconds only, if everything is set up correctly, then it will be done very fast, and immediately we will have the notification also. Okay. Now I will move to another one, which is synchronization of the task. So for this, we will do it in the Outlook. So these are the existing tasks which I have in the Outlook, and now I will just synchronize to the system. If I right click on this, okay, maybe I can show you the new one, new task I'll create. Task maybe training for Outlook and ID integration. Start date for Monday. Status in progress. Whatever information you have, you can put it here. Then save and close, and come to this one. And when I click, right click on this, there's an option of add task. Here we can add the reference to the customer, which customer you are creating this task for. No customer coming here. Okay. So this time maybe for a change, I will do it to the innovate. I will add the reference to it, innovate, and then submit. Okay. I'll see in the system now. Again, it will be in the activities. Also, we have the option to go to the customer master data and open overview. There, I'll show it to you. Let's see here first. All activity tasks. Yeah. Here you see the training for Outlook and ByDesign integration has synchronized to the system from the Outlook. Now, another way to check the activity or any task or something, we can go to the customer master data. You can also overview is not coming here. Okay, let me just do the view all. Okay, the second last open overview. Activity history. Okay, sorry, that's the report. Here in the activities, you can see that you can check the customer master data for any new activity. Everything is here like campaign, target group. and sales history, and we have this open and in process activity. All activities, you can see it here. Yeah, this one was for Innovate, but right back from this, we did it for the Apollo. So let me show you that all together everything will show there. Sales. Yeah, all activities. Yes, you see everything has come here. Tuesday weekly call, daily call, and this email activity and the appointment. So everything all together, you can see it here in the customer master data. You can also open overview. Okay, so we have a lot of things in the Outlook and the system, and I have shown you the main ones, and the last one is the service request from the email. How we can create a service request from the email. So I'll just go to my mailbox, and then this is the kind of a task, a service request from the system. The notification has come, so I'll create a service request for this one. So you have to choose that mail, right click and create the service request. Yes, it's asking me that if I want to create it in the SAP ByDesign system. Yes. So just a work of few seconds and it will immediately create the service request for you. Let me show you that how it's going to reflect. Service desk, work center, service request. So these are the current one, and you will see that how the new one will come. Okay, we got the notification, it is done. Okay, now you see that 1167 service request has been created. You can further do any changes if you want. It is giving us the error that this business partner does not exist. So I just took an example of one of the mail. You can take something where there is a valid email ID, because this is the do not reply email IDs. That's why it's saying we don't have it in the master data. You still have the option to change the account. So maybe I can take CSG, because this was the issue for CSG Korea. If we have all the master data completed, then this will not come. And then whatever the details we have, we can edit it here. If we have the service category, we can like product problem or information request. Whatever we have, we can just mention it here and then save and submit. We also have the option to follow up with this. If everything is fine, we can create a sales code, activity task, another email, letter, fax, or phone call. Okay. So far we had see that how a contact and the account get synchronized from the Outlook to the system, and about the email activities, appointments, task, and the service request from email. So anyone is having any doubts from the one which we just saw? Then we can talk about the key takeaways. Yes, Kevin.
I think out of this, I think the service request might be very useful for the end users to collect every channel to support the customer.
Yes,
So Right. So I think the next time the subset request process from the email might be a very helpful.
Yeah. Because sometimes we get the direct mail from the customer. They don't writing us for a service request, but the query is there. So we can directly take it from there and create a service request out of it.
I see.
Yeah.
So to make the maximize of this integration, the benefit, I think the every user in the operation in the company, which is by design users, needs to synchronize all together.
Yeah.
That's the best practice, right?
Yes, yes. Daily practice will be good because that way the system and the Outlook would have a good synchronization.
I see.
Yeah. So basically the key takeaways are that MS Outlook integration allows us to exchange information between both Outlook and CRM application of SAP ByDesign system. And the best part is that this information is then available to us even offline in the Outlook. We can also synchronize the contact, email, appointment, task, and a lot of more activities between these two. This will help us to reduce double entry in the system and have better tracking in the SAP ByDesign system. So if anyone is having any question, please ask.
Priyanka, actually, I'm trying to install the Outlook from the SAP ByDesign. So probably I need your help to install this system.
Yeah, sure. So here in this session, we just saw about the synchronization process, like how it works. But the main prerequisites and the business configuration we didn't saw. So whenever you are trying to practice it, then let me know and we can just solve it together.
Yes. Okay.
Anyone is having any doubt? Anyone else?
No, I'm good. I think we have the great feature, so that's okay.
Thank you, Hari.
Yep. Nothing from my end. Okay.
Thank you.
So, really, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the patience and attending this session.
Yeah.
I'll see you again.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
yes, thank you very much. Okay, have a nice lunch. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye.